Okay. Speaking of being burnt out and looking like shit, Donald Trump Jr. Well, that really didn't have any relation, but I just feel like saying that anyways. Donald Trump Jr. is getting dragged on Twitter after posting an image of an emotional Joe Biden from yesterday's press conference with the caption, "This is what weakness looks like." One Twitter user wrote, "This is what cocaine addiction looks like." Another tweeter wrote, "Weakness is what your cellmates on your block will witness while passing you around for pleasure." Two things. What are your thoughts on Donald Trump's constant need to try to clout chase anytime something comes up where he can be negative? And do you think it makes a leader look weak for showing empathy after we lost 13 U.S. troops? Thoughts?
And I feel like Joe Biden is a compassionate human being. His body just oozes of it. He has class, he has decorum, which the Trumps and that entire family just don't have. And right. In addition to what they don't have, Joe Biden is also just presidential. Like, I'm just glad to have someone back in the office that's presidential, in my opinion. And the Trumps, I really don't have nothing positive to say about him and nothing positive to say about his comments. I mean, I just think we're over you, move on. They wish they could be as presidential. They wish that they could be as compassionate. And that's just how I feel about it. What do you think?
What I think is, first of all, someone needs to give Don Jr. a history lesson. So Don Jr., we used to know each other. We worked together on Celebrity Apprentice. He was all in my face when he was having an affair with the girl from, what was it? What was the group? The group? You know the group, Danity Kane. Y'all can look that up, okay?
Anyways, they were signed to Puffy's label.
Yeah, well, he was having an affair on his wife with her when we were doing the show, and she told everybody in production about it. So that's some tea for y'all right there. Second of all, Don Jr., your father signed the deal to end the war in Iraq, to send the troops home in May, and then Joe Biden pushed it out. Has it been a mess? Yes, it has been a mess. I don't think it would have been smooth no matter when you did it. Mm-hmm. But the fact is, we got the troops home. We're getting the troops home after 20 years of being in a war that we don't need to be in, right? Trillions of dollars, lives lost, over 2,000 servicemen lost. Like, it was never going to happen. It was never going to be smooth. That's why every president kind of kicked the can down the road. So yes, it is a mess. And in a year from now, people will be talking about, wow, we evacuated over 100,000 people in a month. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Second of all, Don Jr., your father lost. Get the F over it. It's like, y'all are hanging on to this thing. Like, I've never seen a more just a family of sore losers. Emphasis on the losers. Y'all lost, so you keep jumping on every little thing you can kind of critique. Yo, let's talk about your daddy. Your daddy screwed a porn star raw dog while his wife was pregnant. We can just go down that list. So please shut up. Just sit back and have some grace for once in your life. Do another line, take some more vodka, and just stay off Twitter.
And I was going to say, what weakness looks like is your father not showing up to the inauguration to pass the torch to the next president. Boom. That is what weakness looks like. And you know what bothers me about them? If I had that much money, I just wouldn't care about anything. I literally just wouldn't care. Like, I would just be jet setting across the world, laying on my 8,000 thread count Egyptian sheets, being fed grapes and drinking wine. Like, why are they so vested? And they literally have this super duper upper echelon, luxurious, wealthy life.
Well, it's because it's a credit life. It's a wealthy credit life. They owe so many people money that they have to fight for nothing but power. There's nothing else that they can lay their hat on. They don't have real wealth. So they have to fight for power in order to get a presence, right? So that's how I feel about them. I mean, in fact, we're spending too much time on the Trumps. We need to move on from these clowns.